God blows me away with all the love, the love he shows me. Like this one that I got an email from Joel Osteen talking about the miracle of endurance. Like you look back and say, wow, how did I get through this and this and this and this and this and this? And I say, wow, that's me, the miracle of endurance, brother. I look back and say, God, how did this happen? And how did that happen? And it's only like in amazement that I look back and see the way God comes through for me. I say, yes, this is me, the miracle of endurance, right? So I go to my God tree today. I have two benches where I usually sit, but today I didn't sit on the benches. I just sat on this curved thing that keeps the playground area surrounded. And I just sat there. And what was ahead of me? A swing set, guys. And guess the brand on this swing set? Miracle. Yes. The miracle of endurance. That you will look back and say, wow, God, you carried me through so many different storms, so many challenges. You know, and you just look back and you just say, wow, it's only a miracle of God that happened. And that's me, guys. I'm like, God, you see me through so many things. I thank you. And then it was 27 minutes past the hours. I went to page 27, and it was about Dr. Charles Stanley talking about wisdom for trials, that we can go through trials with joy. Like how can you go through trials with joy, guys? It makes no sense, right? But just going through them knowing that God himself is there with you, that he's there with you, going through these trials with you, that we can indeed count it all joy, baby. When we go through testing and challenges, knowing that God himself is doing this endurance in us, he's working on us, he's giving us, making us stronger, wise. I say, God is sandpaper in your girl when I go through these tough times. But most importantly, it's about handling them wisely, guys. Do you hear me? We got to be wise people. I'll never forget my brother Kay said, Nick, I want you to work on being a wise woman. So what does that mean, guys? That means in every moment, let's keep our focus on God. God, what is it that you would have me to do here? And just walking through life, tapping into God's wisdom. So we have to learn his voice. So today when he told me, don't sit on any of the benches, just sit here, you know, for me to see that miracle. The reason why I went to page 27, because the date is the 27th. Nick, go to page 27. And he will speak clearly to you directions when you take time to develop this relationship with him. So we can make wise decisions. A guy was there last night. I was trying to sell him a car, and he just started opening up to me about his son. And even though they're taking the child support out of his pay, that still he has to do this, he has to do that. And, you know, he was just like venting to me of all the different things that he has to do for his son. So I said, look, what is God telling you to do? And I say, sometimes when unfair things happen to us, God just tell me, Nick, my ways with you are more than fair. So we're going to just every moment, if God say we must suffer this or do this hard thing or just, you know, take this from somebody. If somebody slaps you at one cheek, get the other cheek. We're just going to be on the high road with God, man. And I was just explaining to him how that's my mindset, that everything in this life is just me and God. Everything. I said every heartbeat is God. Every breath that I take is God. So everything I do is for God. And I say, God, if you want me to suffer here, no problem. I'm your girl, you know? God, you want me to take this? No problem. And then on page 27, it was all about that. The Justin Bieber song, say, take it out on me. Because if you look at all unfair things over here, the little tiny things over here, and you look at all the big blessings and everything from God over here, why wouldn't you want to do everything for him? Why? Just the fact that we can see, we can hear, I can talk, you know, like I can't stop counting all my blessings over here. So the one or little few things over here that I want to vent and complain about, and God say, Nick, no problem. Other people may be unfair with you, but my ways with you are more than fair. So I want to do everything for God. God, you're my guy. So in every moment, I want us being wise people for God. So sometimes we're going to have to check the emotions, And like I was telling the guy yesterday, I said, that's your son, man. Just be on the high road with him. Just be on the high road with God for him, man. You're doing this for your son. You're doing it for God. Don't mind what the baby mama's doing over there, the grandmama. I say, forget them. Just keep your focus on God. And that's my message for you guys today. I promise you with all my heart, when you stay on the high road with God, just loving extravagantly, going the extra mile. Sometimes you pretend you don't see what you see. Sometimes you pretend you don't hear what you hear. And you just keep a constant conversation with God going, God, what is it that will make you happy here? God is our boss, guys. Everything we do is between us and him. Finish. Okay? He's the ultimate control of the entire universe. Why would we not want to live a life pleasing to him? Learning his voice, learning his principles for our lives, having that God perspective, that mindset, that even when we go through trials, we can count it all joy, baby, and that God himself is rolling with us.